Hey everybody, it is November 8th, 2008. I am Sonic Suns, and my back hurts a little bit. Lower back. And the reason for this is problems with my posture, right? I spend most of my time sitting down. I have been since ever. All the time I spent during high school, those classes sitting down doing homework, sitting down playing games, sitting down, and that's one thing isn't very good in itself. And in general, I don't have good habits in keeping my spine in the right way, whatever way it's supposed to be. And I point this out because there's a lot of crap going on in the world that is really the result of simple habits that have large effects in the long term. At the moment, my back is doing okay. I put like a pillow here behind me. Might be a bit better. But how about, let's say, the environment? Now, I saw this blog post by Arduous, something I just recently discovered. I've been looking around on another blog called No Impact Man. I'll put up links to these things. And the woman in Arduous, obviously No Impact Man is a man anyway. The woman was saying that it was random day, had some free time, and so what did she and her friend decide to do? They went to the mall, despite the fact that didn't have much inclination to buy anything. Got there and saw hundreds of other people also at the mall, not buying much because, you know, we're looking at a recession here. A lot of people just window shopping. And she came to this realization, and forgive me for repeating too much of this post here, but it was saying that, do we have nothing else to do? For so many of us, anyway, everyone's different, but, you know, particularly in America, I think America has a thing with this, that, you know, spending money, buying stuff, is not just a method of acquiring this stuff. It's a thing to do in and of itself. It's a habit. It's, you know, what are we going to do today? Oh, let's go to the mall. Let's go to the mall. Yeah, you know, why not? Yeah. Could we do anything else? Is there much like, oh, let's go to the park? Do you hear that? Are there any parks around where you live? She was also pointing out that the free market as it stands isn't well equipped to build parks. You know, a park's supposed to be free. Who's going to pay for it? Well, if no one's going to pay for it, then the free market, you know, as we currently know it to exist, isn't going to do much about it, huh? The whole economy is built on, you know, getting people to buy as much stuff as they can, which, as I mentioned earlier on the environment side, isn't all that good. It's in our habit, though, to just buy stuff. I think I see, you know, someone mentioned some book that they said was really good, and my first thought is, well, I'll go online and maybe I'll buy it. But I personally don't buy very much things. But it doesn't even very much occur to me that I could get it at a library, maybe. I could, you know, borrow it from somebody. No, that's just slightly outside the thing. And you don't even notice, I think. I don't think we notice how many other options we habitually neglect. You know, it's not that we say, oh, well, a library is terrible. No, just the first thing comes to your mind, first thing comes to my mind anyway, is, well, I could buy it. Maybe if we had better ways of sharing things. And maybe if we had more things to do that don't necessarily involve buying, you know, and all the waste that, you know, produces in the end. All the, not even just environmental waste, financial waste. A lot of people are in credit card debt. They just buy stuff because it's there. This, my friends, is a bad habit. I don't think this is very good for us. What do you do today? Hey, you go to the mall. Not necessarily the only thing you do. I don't go to the mall much myself. But even I have constraints in what seems habitually like normal, you know? You don't just go up to somebody like, hey, you want to compose a poem? Like, no, that would be weird. In poetry, I suppose, you know, might be kind of hard, or you might say take some skill. I'd say try it anyway. You know, what does it matter if you fail? It's not your job or anything. But even something like walking. I'll have friends over and, like, we'll play video games, which is cool. I love video games, you know. Another activity someone might do is taking a walk. Do we ever do that? No. Why not? I don't know. You get some exercise. You could talk. You know. You could see the world. No. It's not part of the habit. These things are slippery. You know. You try and just, like, finding a blind spot. Like, okay, here's the thing I neglect. And suddenly you're neglecting the fact that you neglected it. And there's various impacts. People in debt because their habit is to buy things. The environment going down because our habit is to use things the way we currently use them. Dang it, I like the environment and everything, but I still throw stuff out. Probably more than I need to. I could reuse things. I could... And there's this weirdness, just like if you stare at it inside your own brain, you're like, but there's this... Just trying to look at the stuff you don't think about. And it's hard to think about the stuff you don't think about because it's not in your habit to think about it. I mean, you'll be on the topic for a few minutes and then just scratch it again. And then we go off again into whatever it is we normally do. We could have solved all of the world's problems by now if we were all just paying attention. You know. We could have easily invented, whatever, electric car or something we needed. If for instance, auto companies or government societies in general had been in the habit of thinking in environmentally friendly terms. And we're sort of getting around to that now, catching on to the inconvenient truths out there. But in general, we're still driving pretty much as we used to, and spending as much and wasting as much, and the rainforest is being destroyed, still being destroyed, These habits. And a lot of this is not typically defined as habit. Normally it's habits, something you do, like, it has to be in your free time, and it has to be a particular action. I'm talking about, even mental habits. Methods of thinking. That's the part that's really hard to break out of. And find out what simple things, just daily activities, or thoughts, or whatever, could I change? What could be different here? What could be better? And within a couple minutes of approaching that, you're just not even thinking about the subject anymore, because you're doing whatever it is that you normally do. It's not exactly the road to improvement that way, Thanks for watching. See you later.